Welcome Earthlings to the multiverse and back. It's the Out There Show. 7 UFO crashes recovered around the world. Number 7. The Aurora Crash. It all starts off with a story told in the late 1890s of a slow-moving spaceship that crashed into a Texas windmill. On April 17, 1897, a UFO crashed, exploding into thousands of pieces. And as the debris was searched through, the body of a small alien was apparently discovered, taken and buried in the local cemetery. The wreck also revealed mysterious material sketched with a type of hieroglyphic never seen on Earth before. Then years later, in 1973, a 91-year-old came forward to back up the burial story, who had been a local teenager at the time of the reported incident. She said her parents had actually been to the crash site, but had not allowed her to accompany them, due to fear of what might be in the debris. The supposed crash became such a well-known story that it was transformed into a movie, The Aurora Encounter, in 1986. Number 6. The Berwyn Mountain Incident. Widely referred to as the Welsh Roswell, this incident, on January 23, 1974, is etched into the extraterrestrial history books. In Berwyn Mountains in Llandrillo, North Wales, a UFO craft was believed to have smashed into the hills, scattering the remains of non-human bodies. The area was reportedly cordoned off by the military and men in black-style strangers. While the wreckage was recovered, the bodies were said to have been discovered by Welsh police, and that the British government covered up the event. Number 5. The Candu Event. Spain experienced its first major alleged UFO crash on the morning of January 18, 1994. Witnesses saw a huge sparking fireball, the size of a full moon dash, in the sky over their village. Later, a 200 meters gouge in a nearby hillside close was found, with trees displaced down the hill. Local residents, however, claim it was a UFO. Number 4. Coim UFO Incident. The UFO story of Coim began on the evening of August 25, 1974. U.S. air defense radar detected a UFO heading for American airspace from the Gulf of Mexico. Moments later, it collided with a small civilian airplane and disappeared from radar. The Mexican government is alleged to have sent a team to recover the plane after hearing about the crash. U.S. military personnel in Texas were monitoring radio traffic when the Mexicans suggested they had also recovered a shiny, silvery disc. But things are said to have got even weirder as they returned to the base, when they all dropped dead from unknown causes. UFO researchers believe the soldiers were exposed to a lethal biological or chemical substance emanating from the crashed craft. They say when U.S. satellite surveillance and jet flyovers showed that the Mexicans had died, their recovery teams went in, recovered the ship and took the object back into the States. Number 3. The Kecksburg UFO Incident. On December 9, 1965 at Pennsylvania, USA screams of UFO filled the air as a large fireball was seen by thousands. Eyewitnesses in Pittsburgh claimed something crashed in the woods. A boy in the village said he saw an object fall and blue smoke bellowing from the trees and alerted authorities. A local fireman came to assist and reported an object in the shape of an acorn, as large as a Volkswagen Beetle, with writing resembling Egyptian hieroglyphics and a band around the base. Locals suggest they cordoned off the area and removed the spaceship. Number 2. The Rendlesham Forest Incident is perhaps the most famous setting for a UFO event in Britain. It gained a high profile because of its military witnesses. Around 3 a.m. on December 26, 1980, a strange craft was spotted by a security patrol. When security men entered the forest, they saw strange lights moving through the trees and a huge, bright light, with a pulsating blue and red circle of light above. One eyewitness claims to have seen triangular landing gear on the object, leaving 3 impressions in the ground that were visible the next day. It has been rumored that small beings with domed heads left the craft. Number 1. Roswell Incident. In July 1947, local authorities in New Mexico revealed that the 509th Bomb Group had recovered a flying disc and debris near the small town of Roswell. The government claimed it was simply a weather balloon and the event was quickly forgotten. But it was in 1978 that the issue was revisited when ufologist Stanton T. Friedman interviewed Major Jesse Marcel, who was involved with the original incident. He believed the military had covered up the recovery on an alien spacecraft. Additional witnesses and reports emerged over the following years. In 1989, former mortician Glenn Dennis put forth a detailed personal account, wherein he claimed that alien autopsies were carried out at the Roswell base. Thank you for watching. Now please like, subscribe and share for more out there shows.